referees didn't even see it. He definitely traveled to that.
Tobias, I thought you was better than that, bro. I mean, you're going out here saying to tell the Philadelphia fans in Philadelphia, don't effing clap. I mean, you look soft here, bro. You look soft here, and everybody knows whether you're from Philadelphia or you're an NBA or NFL fan, you know it's not easy to play in Philadelphia. Us as fans, we're hardcore because if you do well, we gonna praise you. If you don't do well, we're gonna boo you. That's what's gonna happen. Every star in Philly has faced that, but the ones that get the most love have shown the most heart. We're not asking guys to win us a championship. Joel Embiid hasn't even gotten to the conference finals, but we love this guy as I'm not gonna say as much as Allen Iverson, but dang near at like if Allen Iverson is like at a 10, we probably love Embiid at like an 8 right now. Like he's close, and best believe that if he gets to if he gets a chip at the very least, he could be on Allen Iverson's level. He shows that heart, he shows that Philly grit, he shows what it means to be a Philadelphia 76er. He's already more. I feel like we already love Embiid more than we love Andre Iguodala. And that's just because Embiid is just that guy. And it took him a minute, right? Because we used to be on Embiid because he would be unclutch. He had one game where he scored 0 points, and he got the criticism. He took that in, and since like 2020, since that 2020 season in the bubble, and last season he was going to win MVP if he did not get injured, he's been showing that he's one of the most dominant players, top 2 dominant player in this league, probably right behind Giannis Antetokounmpo. But look, a guy like Embiid has shown he took in that criticism, and guess what? He is playing well, and y'all are seeing that Philly is embracing him. Tobias Harris, I think one part that kind of hurts him is that he was paid like a superstar. And because he's paid like a superstar, Philadelphia fans expect Tobias to play like a superstar, even though he isn't a superstar player. He's in between, not a role player. He's in between like a good starter and an all-star. He isn't an all-star, but he's just below that. He's like a tier just below an all-star, right? But he's getting paid like a superstar. So us as fans are going to expect Tobias to do more than probably he really can do. And, his stats this season, it's been a little bit of a drop-off, but these are still good stats, right? He's averaging 18 points, around like, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. He's had triple-doubles, right? He's been putting up good stats here and there. I would say that this, over like the past, several games, he's been in a little bit of a slump. I mean, against the Rockets, he had 14 points, below 40% shooting. Against the Nets, he had 9 points, and we somehow still won that game. But fans are seeing this, and when they see you make turnovers, miss shots, now this season he is 26% from the three-point line. Fans see this. You are a career 36% 36% three-point shooter. So it's like we're seeing a little bit of a drop-off. And another thing, I think us as fans not only expect him to be better because of what he's getting paid for, but remember, the Sixers essentially picked Tobias Harris over Jimmy Butler. Everybody in Philadelphia wanted to get Jimmy Butler. Everybody expected Jimmy Butler to come back after that 2019 season. And he went to Miami, right? And we paid Tobias Harris the money that we should have paid Jimmy Butler. That was the problem. That's the problem right there, because now we're kind of resenting him a little bit because it's like, bro, we didn't even want you for we really wanted Jimmy Butler to come back, because that guy, if you want to talk about somebody that represents grit and grind, a guy that represents Philly, Jimmy Butler is the perfect example of representing Philadelphia. But at that time, that team, I don't even know. I guess they just didn't want to accept him because he was too real. That's probably what it was. He was just too real for those guys. Guys like Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid was a little bit soft back then as well. But nonetheless, us as fans are resenting Tobias Harris because he was essentially picked over Jimmy Butler, and we're seeing Jimmy Butler take the Heat to the finals, play MVP level basketball this season. Now he got injured, so prayers up to him, But again, with Tobias Harris, you can't have that reaction of don't effing clap, get mad at the fans because we're booing you one play and the next play we're clapping. I get that. I get as a player, you're like, why are you booing me for a turnover? That's a part of the game, and I get that. Missing shots is a part of the game. Turning over the ball is part of the game. But you have to realize that Philly fans are really passionate. If you have people that are spending their last dollars on going to a Sixers game, they don't make that much money to begin with, and they're seeing you turn over the ball, miss shots, not playing up to your potential, not playing up to what we know that you can play to. People are gonna boo you. Right? That's just what it is. You just gotta live with that, right? So I get as a player, you could feel some type of way, but you can't let that show on the court because it just makes you look soft, and then you're gonna have some resentment not between us and you, between the fans and you, because it's like, why you telling us not to effing clap? You're the one that turned over the ball, right? So if I'm Tobias Harris, I'm like, hey, develop a tough skin. You are, bro. People like you in Philadelphia. We love you in Philly. But we gonna call you out, or we gonna boo you if you're not playing well. Some teams, some organizations, some different fan bases in the NBA aren't gonna do that. The Warriors probably aren't gonna boo Steph. I mean, definitely not Steph, but Clay or the other players, Wiseman, Jordan Poole. They probably aren't gonna boo those guys. Right, but Philly is different. Hey, I mean, look, Miami probably isn't gonna boo their players. I'm trying to think. The Raptors probably aren't gonna boo their players. It's different fan bases, right? But with Philly, one thing we gonna do, we are ride or die, right? And we gonna ride with you, but you gotta produce. And if you produce, there's nothing to talk about. In Philly, it's not impossible to play as long as you just play, as long as you produce. As long as you just play well, Philly fans are going to accept you, right? But if you're not playing up to what we know that you can play to, we're going to call you out and we are going to boo you. That's just how it is. But let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think that the Philly fans are in the wrong, or do you think that Tobias Harris is in the wrong? I think that at the end of the day, Tobias Harris can't be soft. In this situation, he's soft, and in the future, he can't be going at fans because we're the only ones that are going to support you. But let me know what y'all think. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. This is Real Talk with MJ, where y'all know I'll always keep it real. And I'm out, y'all.